Befriended they shall be honored in their sight. Stealing abroad will count a privilege. The waving storm, the great memories, the fleet shall not rescue of life of liberty. We shall emerge triumphant from this morning, and through the crucible was path we pass. When we apart, thou wilt so once again. We shall remember those who died in us. There shall not always be another song. Victory is on all our lives and
We are here to ensure that the death of 3.5 million people is not forgotten.
It's been so long that I saw you face to face. My brother, I miss you. See you again in that grave. It's been so long that I saw that beautiful smile. Your death and your burial is one thing that makes me cry. It's been so long. I've been looking at this picture of you. You were shot by the soldiers, I remember.
It's been so long. I don't wanna see Biafra alone. It hurts my body and my soul to hear that you are gone now.
that you were gone.
If we forget you, our fallen heroes will be incomplete.
If we forget those who died for our freedom, we will be complete. We will be complete. They were shot and they died. We started asking why. The truth that they told us became another lie. There was no war, that was a the genocide by Nigerian government and British on the
It's
side.
been so long, I miss you. I will let the whole world know before I let you go.
It's been so long. I don't wanna see Biafra alone. It hurts my body and my soul to see that you are gone.
That you were gone.
The reason why we exist is to ensure that their memory, that they can never ever be forgotten, that their memory will linger on forever, that as long as man walks this earth, this world will remember the 3.5 million people that they killed, men and women that did nothing, children that were innocent. Their only crime is to be blessed by God. That is the only crime they have committed. As those children were being slaughtered, as they were being stabbed by a very wicked and cruel world, spearheaded by Awolowo, everybody looked on and did nothing. Instead of them to help us, they ensured that our absolute blockade from land, air, and sea was absolute, that we may die, that the children of God may die. But lo and behold, Chukwuabiama determined that we cannot die, that we cannot perish.
I will see you face to face, my brother. I miss you. See you again.
The reason why we exist is to ensure that their memory, that they can never ever be forgotten, that their memory will linger on forever, that as long as man walks this earth, this world will remember the 3.5 million people that they killed, men and women that did nothing, children that were innocent. Their only crime is to be blessed by God. That is the only crime they have committed. As those children were being slaughtered, as they were being stabbed by a very wicked and cruel world, spearheaded by Awolowo, everybody looked on and did nothing. Instead of them to help us, they ensured that our absolute blockade from land, air, and sea was absolute, that we may die, that the children of God may die. But lo and behold, Chukwuabiama determined that we cannot die, that we cannot perish.
I will see you face to face, my brother. I miss you. See you again.
Yes, once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscious people, wherever you are all over the world, I will say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra. We are streaming live through Radio Biafra London, being anchored by the Deputy Leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, Mazi Uche Okafo-Mefo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. Is the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption, even though this project is centered here in the zoo called Nigeria. Mazi Uche Okafo-Mefo is standing on a deputizing capacity on behalf of our Supreme Leader, Mazen Nandi Kukano, the Prince of Afari Ibeku, heir to the throne of Ibeku Kingdom, the one and the only man who stood up to speak for the collective interests of the Biafran people for almost 6 decades now. He is from Afari Ibeku. Afari Ibeku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State, and Abia State is Biafra land. By the special grace of Chukwu Kike Abiama, I am George Onyibe. I come from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land. Without wasting much of our time, we must continue to make the world understand our position at this moment. I went through an article yesterday, and the idiot that was writing that article was talking about our Supreme Leader. That he is there, how did he use the English? He's there suprematizing everywhere and shagrimatizing everywhere. And it makes my heart bleed. Not because somebody said something like that, but because there are still so much bunch of lunatics and idiots that don't understand what we are saying. And some of them see our leader as their problem, Mazi Mefo as their problem. In fact, I am a problem to many people, and you who is there to stand for the truth, you will always be a problem to the evil ones. Because considering the position we found ourselves today, those of you on Facebook, that is part of the road in the zoo called Nigeria. You must understand that the art of wickedness of these people, the art of wickedness being exhibited in Africa, Nigeria in particular, is unbelievable. Nigeria is supposed to be the richest country in Africa, not because of the hardworking nature of the Biafrans in Nigeria, but because Biafra land is endowed with natural resources that some idiots, criminal-minded psychopaths will go and steal, and when they steal it, Britain, of course, is the real arm robber, dividing it with this idiot inside Nigeria. And so when you hear Yoruba Nigeria, Fulani Yoruba, Fulani Nigeria, I'm telling you, oh, this our one Nigeria, it's all about the loot. And I can assure you that anybody that supports the existence of Nigeria actually directly or indirectly supporting looting. And such people should not be talking of endowment. Nigeria already is an endowment. FBI should know this. Britain is not fast now to indict Nigeria. They now hand over to some idiot in FBI America to do the job for them. But you people do not see this act of wickedness. You were born in a country where you met a road left by the colonial terrorists to enable them smuggle, steal resources and move away. We have been using that road almost 60 years. And those roads, as we speak, have degenerated completely. No more motorable here in Biafra land, but of course they are making effort to make sure the roads in the west are intact or the road in the north are intact. Even Yoruba church exploiting our people are even tying road for the Yoruba, the west. But here in Biafra land, even though an individual comes up to say, let me tie the road for my people, the idiot bulldog of the government bulldogs, ICC, ICPC, NDLUA, what do they call them? DSS, EFCC, all of them will come after you, and I tell you, you will never recover. The political bulldog, the military bulldog, all these names I mentioned, they will come after you. It is so bad that these people make sure we do not have hospital. They make sure we do not have light. They make sure they make us labor with vigor, converting us to beast of burden. We work from morning till night and nothing to show for it. When some people call and they say certain things, oh, Onyibe, you're trying, you have been broadcasting from morning to night, and these people don't understand that at least for more than 17 years of my life, I have worked 18 hours every day, but I can't even pay for one room. A room of 400 naira. I work 18 hours every day in Lagos. After 2 years before or 3 years before I could be able to pay for one room. This is your condition. This is your cause, O ye Nigeria. And then I have the privilege to revolt against my condition. I have the opportunity to revolt against this inhuman, degrading crime against humanity meted upon us as a people. And then somebody will think, in fact, I am praying that IPOB leadership should give me more time. And so that if we have one day to live, let us ensure that the Peking will say, Mama no go sleep, he no go sleep. The level of wickedness being exhibited in Nigeria is unbelievable. As a Biafran, if you are not seeing it, we can't help you. And certainly when this rain starts falling, it will beat you mercilessly. We can assure you that. Some group of individuals stood on behalf of British government. They want to make sure that even though the colonization era is gone, but they must colonize you inside your own fatherland. They see you as a conquered people, as a Biafran. This set of people are still alive. And most of you, honestly, I would say you don't know what they have done, and you still see them as human beings. You can imagine a constituted or democratic zoo like Nigeria. What are they supposed to do? What are the work of the police? What are the work of the ministry? Imagine FBI carry petrol now and start burning every house of corrupt politician in America. They would have burned America down in less than 2 weeks. Because they don't talk about Halliburton and the rest of them. Imagine if all the idiots investigating crime in the world were to be burning down buildings belonging to these criminals supposedly alleged in their country. Half of the world would have been burnt down. We were able to review to you what the idiots, the touts in uniform, the terrorists in uniform are doing. Once you are a Biafran, maybe something happened in Guru. The first thing they do is they bring dead body. They bring dead body from the mortuary. Those people they assassinated at night, because that is what they do. They say they are police. They burn themselves. Themselves. They say, oh, they keep policemen. Their name cannot be mentioned. They are at large. We don't want to mention the name of the police for security. So police are now afraid of ordinary IPOB. I thought we were ordinary, but they are idiots. These are wicked people. We can never forget them or forgive them. And if you are a Nigerian, you don't see what they are doing, we cannot help you. It is so bad now that they carry petrol in their van, and then anything they see, they burn your house and start burning. And when they are doing this, they feel so proud about themselves. But I tell you, do not be afraid of them. But when we are done with them, they wish they never existed. We are not in a hurry. Let's not forget that Barrister Ojofor house was invaded yesterday by this group of terrorists. Barrister Ifeanyi Ojofor, of course, and up till now, we have not heard from him. We don't know if they have burnt him up in his house. We don't know if they have killed him. We don't know his whereabouts. The zoo terrorists, Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani, that are occupying in charge of the security of our land, they have come to issue press communique telling you that Barrister Ifeanyi Ojofor was doing picking pocket along the road among other things. And so they were alerted by the community. So they fallen and they burnt his house, because that is how to get justice. Justice has been murdered. This is one of the agenda of the zoo called Nigeria. British government is keeping quiet, but that is exactly what they want. But having said so, there are people who are representing the idiots from around the world who want to make our life misery. You know, they want you to address them as, you know, good name. When we call our leaders supreme, they are envious. They forget the fact that they are Yoruba 419 pastors. Some of them even answer general superintendent. Idiot. When we call our leader Goose name, holy, some of them say, oh, it's for God alone. Holy is not for God, but holy could be part of the attribute of God. Holy simply means setting something aside for a righteous purpose. But the idiot will be seven. But they call some of their useless 419 pastor His Holiness. But we don't have your time. These people would have wanted you to address them as colonial master. Who would have believed that a terrorist as Lugard will be called Lord Lugard? If Britain will come out shamelessly and disgracefully and call a terrorist like Frederick Lugard and make you call him Lord Lugard, and then you should know something is really wrong with the justice system of the world. But whether they rise up to do the right thing or not, somewhere along the line, somebody will, in fact, they will upset the balance, initiate the very formula that will usher in something they cannot imagine. And we are sure that none of them will be alive to see what happened after those days. If somebody will acknowledge a prostitute like Flora Shaw and allow her to name an entity like Nigeria, and then somebody is still telling me that Nigeria can be okay having been named by a prostitute, and then these people are the one telling you about morality, it is unbelievable. But for them to be able to succeed doing all this nonsense, there are some idiots, black idiots, who are there supposedly they claim to be Nigerian, but we know they are not. I have told you about Obasanjo, about a rumor that is saying that he was a born throwaway. That is who he is. Obasanjo don't know his father. He may know his mother, because the mother carried this pregnancy and dumped it in Yoruba land. He was a very potential terrorist for the British government. So without going to school, they incorporate him, made him your ruler. Your PhD is nothing. Your LLB is nothing. You are idiot as far as you are in Nigeria. Are they not proving it to you? You can yap and quote all your degree where you want to introduce yourself. I am Chief Dr. Barrister, Professor, Dr. LLG, BBQ, SSQ, WHK. Call your name anyhow. If you even like, put your name SPDC. No matter what you do, as a Nigerian, if you are not among the group of these idiot psychophants, you are useless. You should know that yourself. You can go and buy, in fact, America and China should begin to manufacture vehicles that will use caterpillar tire, earth moving machine tire. Trailer tire is too small. And then some of them idiotically will tell you, well, that is why I bought Jeep. They don't go on internet to search the highest Jeep that can enter any gallop and not somersault. But they are selfish and wicked, because they do not consider the common man who need a vehicle to transfer his farm crop to the marketplace. Of course, we are not going to go into those areas. And these people are so wicked. The main pioneers of these demons, the main pioneer of these wicked people, 5 of them are still alive. They used to call themselves the 11 general. The generals that never fought any war except they killed their people. The generals that didn't go to school except they are idiots. And then all this university, Manchester University, Harvard University, Theresa May University, Queen of England University, Boris Moore University, all the terrorist University of London, Margaret Thatcher University, they gave them free certificate. They shop for certificate. When you hear them talking about Buhari certificate, it looks like as if you have to go to moon to bring it. But they never go to school. They want to create false impression to the new generation of the zoo called Nigeria that all these leaders went to school. It's unbelievable. None of them went to school. Buhari or Babangida that we are going to look at today, he always smart. People don't know why he's smart. He don't know how to speak English. So he's just laughing as if somebody is putting hand in his bumbo. Idiot. He's always smiling because he don't know how to speak English. That is why I watch all of them as they were military terrorists. This is how they address Nigeria. My fellow countrymen. Who is your fellow countrymen? They all recopy themselves. The same way they are going to copy a constitution of another country, they plaster it for idiots who say they are lawyer, and all of them are moot. I think they've started burning your house down. But it's coming for all of you. You wake up in the morning, all these people, Theresa May and the Queen of England, they smuggle constitution and say, oh, Nigerian constitution, 1999 as amended. They were people behind it. That you can be shouting your Niger Delta, but all the oil well in your community belong to Fulani, those who were not originally from this zoo called Nigeria. They are the owner of oil well, and you are still shouting for one Nigeria. It is not your fault. These are the people who are behind this evil. Our topic still remain because we will examine 5 of them so you understand who they are. What we must know about the last of the 5 gangster leaders. About the last of the 5 gangster leaders. We have looked at Yakubu Gowon. He's still alive and living his life miserably, praying to God that never resisted in his life. Right there in Jos. Of course, they have the privilege of running anywhere they want to. And yesterday, we look at Obasanjo, the 419 of his time. But of course, this morning, we will go out ahead and look at Babangida. And then one will begin to talk. Ibrahim Budamasi Babangida. Who is he? Who is this guy? What was his mission? What did he do? So when tomorrow he wakes up and come to contest for president, you should understand that these people are not moral. They don't have what it takes to be moral. They will make sure Nigerians will degenerate the more. They all have helicopter parking in their house. The idiot Julius Berger actually built a house for Babangida in Minna State. A house that is revolving. They built it for him because in Babangida time, Julius Berger looted Biafra land in and out. They looted Biafra land. Babangida opened door for them because he is the pioneer of 419. He learned from British government colonial masters. He's the best of it all. Most of you will not know he was used to call Maradona. Not because he's a good footballer, because Maradona will score with his hand. If he get to post and his leg cannot kick the ball, he will use hand and push it inside the goal. This is 419. That is why they call him Maradona, an idiot still alive. He has stroke now, he can't move around. If not, he will still be on the role of Hausa presidency and be shouting. And some of you say, oh, he's a good man, he's a good man. He built the longest bridge in Africa, oh, Third Mainland Bridge, let's vote for him again. But have you considered that the money they used to build only Third Mainland Bridge can cost, fuel the bill of more than 60 other longest bridge in China and Japan put together? But you are idiot, you will not understand. But these idiots are among us. These psychopaths are among us, and most of you are still singing their praise. I have never seen miserable man than to see a Nigerian person in the Yoruba church praying, oh Lord, build Nigeria. Oh Lord, help us in Nigeria. Oh Lord, help us, our leader. Touch the heart of our leader. You are very idiot. We are waiting for you in hell already. Because in heaven, we are Biafran. In hellfire, we are Biafrans. And you can join the Domon will remove when me here and you mono elu I bid and you rebel Charlie Chono. And you chono elu gwe lelu mo elu okoko mo ile chono. Enu wa madu no okay. Let me not go into spirit, but let's continue. This Babangida, as they call him, General. From August 27, 1985 to 26th of August, 1993. He previously served as the Chief of Armed Staff from January 1984 to August 1985. He was a key player in most of the military coup in Nigeria. There is no military coup in Nigeria that Babangida is not involved. Babangida was the person who removed Buhari from office. He overthrown Buhari. The guy is a crook. When he noticed that Buhari is an idiot, as we are speaking today, the people who would have overthrown Sudan, the imposter in Asu Rock, all of them are in charge, a Bakayari group of company, and then they can't do that. When Babangida noticed that Buhari was so stupid, he arranged some group of criminals like him, and they removed Buhari, as directed by the British government. And the moment Babangida removed Buhari from office, they arrested Buhari, locked him up in Edo State. They moved ahead. It was Dasuki that was doing all this arrest too, for Babangida. Having arrested all of them, he started his mission. His job as a terrorist is to curtail the excesses of this 11 general. Babangida's job is to cut all these 11 general down to size. British government gave him media coverage. They gave him every moral support. They gave him everything that is required for him to be able to rule Nigeria. He's not an Hausa man, but the mother is from Mina. It's a Yoruba, changing his color when necessary. It's a Mina. Most of you think he's keeping quiet. He's old anyway. He can't even walk again. He walk with a walking stick. And that is why we look at them. We pity them. But of course, we know one day, if we fail to do what we were supposed to do, that is how the next generation will look at you. They will pity you. Because these people are old, they are frustrated, they can't carry gun any longer. And then they are training some youth without brain. And they are jumping up and down. We are army. Ahua, ahua, idiot. You are dying for this thinking armed robbers. But maybe you were re-educated by the Yoruba educationalists, the intellectual Yoruba, thinking that they are hero. The achievement of Babangida was one, legalization of corruption indigenously. The world will not be able to come out against Nigerians openly and said, Nigerians, you are 419. Because they were the first 419. Somebody invaded your land and say, call me a lord. Is it the lord of thieves or the lord of idiots? But you call them lord anyway. Somebody invaded your land, they give fine name. When American company come to steal in Biafra land, America was trying to project sincerity that they were trading on the path of justice. But look at what they did. They call it Halliburton scandal. But if it were a Biafra man involved, you will hear indictment. When you catch British man, France man stealing from Africa, they call it scandal. But when you catch one African man, rob one Chinese man, one Japanese man, you begin to hear that sentence. So when they even rob you, they give good name to themselves. When you hear Halliburton scandal, it projects that these people are innocent already. But if it were to be Biafrans involved, you will hear Biafran indictment. Idiots. Babangida was the person that legalized indigenous 419. He was the main Yahoo boy. In his time, every Nigerian become a 419. Because that is what he was expected to do. So when you hear them say, oh, they do 419, the Nigerians are just responding based on what they learned from you people. And so today when you talk about Yahoo, you don't blame EFCC because they are the main Yahoo boy. You don't blame Yoruba pastors because they are all Yahoo. You don't blame DSS. All of them are Yahoo. Look at Nigerian police now. They are Yahoo. In fact, Olusegun Obasanjo went to University of Yahoo. Of course, if you don't know what is Yahoo, it's 419. If you don't know what is 419, it is a decree that's supposed to punish looters, criminals. But they glorify them in Nigeria because British government normally loves it that way. When you are involved in anything regarding corruption here as a Biafran, the name they will give it to you. Of course, the Yoruba media will give it very wonderful name. The kingpin kidnapper, Evans. Look at the name, Evans. He's not a kingpin, not the kidnapper. But when they catch Fulani herdsmen, Miatiala, Boko Haram, kidnapping you, they say some misguided fellas who were allegedly supposed to be kidnapper. They are not kidnapper. They are allegedly. The same way America will tell you, Halliburton is not stealing. It was just a scandal. Scandalmania, Ndiushi. But Babangida was the person that legalized, made 419 criminality indigenous. Go and ask Hodges Okalo. Go and ask Kwankwasu. Where is Bankole? So many idiot, professional, PhD in criminology. They all studied in Queen's of England University. But this is hate speech. But they are still alive. And some generation of Biafra who do not know these people are still calling them founding father. And then if a criminal like Babangida is your founding father, may the Lord have mercy upon you. We are looking at the achievement of Babangida. He was the one that pioneered the secret assassination for many Nigerians. In Babangida time, all the voices that I would have spoken out were all assassinated. Today, people wonder why there is nobody speaking up. I don't know what our leader ate to be able to do what he's doing. But of course, we understand it's the work of the Creator. Because they finally shot everybody down in the time of Babangida. Go and ask Dele Igiwa. You don't say the truth. What about the people he placed in the plane and killed all of them? In Babangida time, you don't see anything. They went for all of them. Every man and good women Nigeria has ever known were killed in Babangida regime. He knows how to cover his track. And since then, Nigerians understand that it is their government that sponsored their death. No, they are killing Nigeria and Angola. Watch behind it. Nigerians are the ones sponsoring it. Oh, there is xenophobia in South Africa. Watch it. Nigeria is the one paying the bill for you to be killed as a Biafran anywhere in the world. Many more will rise up. You are Biafra now anywhere you are in diaspora. You don't want to join IPOB because you think you belong to Nigerian community. They will come for you because when they come for us, they don't ask you, are you a Igbo in Nigerian community? Are you a Hanese Igbo in Nigerian community? They simply ask you what part of Nigeria, and you are going to say you are a Biafran, or you are going to say you are Arewa or Duduwa, which you see as a Biafran. You will say, I am a Biafran. Genevieve tried to deceive himself because his friend in Dangote. He will hate me for it and say it's a hate speech. But that is their business. The lion heart has no identity. But these people, Oscar people, they told him the truth and say, we cannot assert your fame. It has no identity. Who are you? Because he wanted to project Fulani Boko Haram. And then he rob off his Igbo influence on the fame, and then bring in the British terrorist influence there. But they said to him, no, we can be evil, but sometimes we have to say the truth. Your fame is without identity, so who are you? Most of you will try to claim I was as somebody wrote to me. He's on my line and told me that he's an Igbo man. He's born up in northern in Nigeria. He will teach me lesson that we are on radio making noise. I replied him and said, the only thing I can tell you now is that you are idiot. I want him to feel the pain and move on with his life. He's an idiot. Because no matter how you as a Biafran is trying to rub with them and so they can think, no, go and listen to Adamu Foru. They say they can't trust Rojas Okorocha. They can't trust Hodges Okalo. All of you, Chibuike Amechi. But the day God will punish all of you is the day you will rise up to speak the truth. That day you are dead. They are waiting for you. Just continue eating the money and hiding. Rojas Okorocha was everywhere shouting Belibelism. Come on, Belibelism. They are waiting for you. You were dragging El Shumole wife with him. No wonder Shumole wife ran away. You sponsored the Shumole wife to run away. Go and check all your posters on social media with all the how many wives you have. Your prick is always standing anytime you are there with Adam Shumole wife. These are the things they cannot see because all of you are idiots. Come out, Adam Oshimole is waiting for you. Ruja Sukurocha. That his wife, supposedly, you were paroing from behind. You think you don't know? You think Nigerians don't know? The woman has gone now. Go and follow her, idiot. They are waiting for you. If Oshimole was to be our Sama, by now your Abuna will be in Suya port somewhere in Libya, idiot. They are waiting for all of you. But of course, all of you are mute. Lawyers cannot talk, even though Barrister Jofor house is burned down yesterday. Lawyers cannot talk, even when Onehe was removed and replaced by idiot who didn't go to school, all the way from Sambisa Forest. The lawyers couldn't say because they are a gang of idiot chimpanzees. They don't have sense. They are coming for all of you, but I do not blame them much. They will be quiet because at the end of the day, Babangida actually set the gallows of which they hang all of them. Of course, we are talking about Babangida. Your Babangida, let us see his achievement. The same Babangida is the beneficiary of the spoils in Biafra land during the war. Babangida was the one who shared the women they kidnapped from Delta State, from within Biafra land down to Akwa Ibom. A lot of our women were picked up from Biafra land. They loaded them in a trailer and sent them to the north. I understand from a reliable information that when they got to the camp where they keep them as refugees inside Nigeria, Nigeria a refugee inside Nigeria, then Babangida was a general. He was the one who now starts asking them, Obasanjo choose one, Babangida choose one. Have you wondered why almost all of them married from Delta State? They all have side chick. They pick, after picking their side chick, which they think they can deceive us and start calling them wife. Babangida took Bongo Sikwe wife. Bongo Sikwe is a Doma Biafra. The same way Two-Face Idibia is fooling himself. Maybe it's Tinubu will take Two-Face Idibia wife when the time come. But they are idiots. Babangida ended up receiving Bongo Sikwe to a gardener in Aso Rock. So throughout the tenure of Babangida, Bongo Sikwe was watching his wife. Oh, Mariana, my beloved Mariana, I have been searching for you. Only thing, don't let me die, idiot. In the morning, your own wife, Babangida will carry him. Both of them will shake bomber for you. You are cutting grass. Bongo Sikwe. The power of money humiliated you. If I were you, I won't fight them, but I won't grow close to them. I can only imagine your pain and frustration. Seeing Babangida with your wife, exploit of war. Not willingly. Of course, she's a woman. The money she see must have made her cool down, you know. But for you, the humiliation is unbearable. But Two-Face Idibia is going to hail, applaud Babangida, and go and say statesmen, idiots everywhere. People don't know. They think it's out of melody you sang that song. Most of you will not know. Go and look for Bongo Sikwe. He's a Doma Biafran. After the war, he released an album looking for his wife. Oh, Mariana, my beloved Mariana, I have been searching for you. Only thing, don't let me die. And when Babangida heard about this music, they invite him because it touches them. These people actually, sometimes they have conscience, but they are idiots. They can't repent because British government would allow them. British government don't have so. All of them, Queen of England, they don't have so. Babangida said, okay, it's okay, it's okay. Your wife now is my own. Just forget about it. You can marry any other beautiful woman. Just be cutting flower here in Aso Rock, and then I will give you enough money. And that one kept quiet. And so when you hear about Babangida, our in-law as Delta State, and I say, it's our in-law, you are idiot. Most of Urubu Shekiri people today are misplaced. They are in northern Nigeria, claiming northerners, because Babangida actually misplaced them. Babangida misplaced a lot of his Shekiri, misplaced a lot of Urubu people. They are in the north. You won't even know they are Biafrans. They are still there. Many people from the Niger Delta region. Where you see them, you see Aboman claiming Hausa, don't blame them. Just pity for them. And so this is one of his achievements. He's part of the pioneer of assassination. You can't say the truth. You come out, you say the truth. It's hate speech. But I tell you, Babangida in his time will come for you. They will kill you. Another of his achievement is that having been part of the beneficiaries of the spoil of war, most of you don't know what they did to those our women. Many of them are still alive today. They have Fulani children. They were even forced to give birth to children for lepers. Awusa leper. They had use all of them and give birth to idiots who are lab animals that will be hunted down very soon. It must not come to you as a shock that also this Babangida is part of the Nigerian Military Supreme Council. How do they call them? Supreme Military Council of Nigeria. He was one of them. And when you hear about the Supreme Military Council, they are the 11 generals. Supreme Military Council. They killed Ken Saro-Wiwa. Supreme Military Council. They said they will burn down Nigeria down. Supreme Military Council. They said they will kill you by decree. Firing squad. Supreme Military Council. There is nothing evil. Demolition of OD. Boko Haram, Nigerian army killing you today indiscriminately. Nigerian police now burning house without fire brigade. All of them, this were the initiative of the Supreme Military Council of Nigeria. Babangida is part of them. He is the one who paid the full price for Islamization of Biafra land. He paid the price. He paid the money. Today, when you see Saudi Arabia, Dubai, other jihadist nation coming to Islamize Nigeria, some idiot from Africa, it is Babangida that have paid the money that OICC is using, spending now to take over our land. Babangida paid that money. Babangida was the one that paid OICC full Islamization money. So OICC, Islamic jihadists across the world, don't need any money to come and Islamize us. The money is there already. Whatever they are projecting or shooting into the system is the return of what Babangida paid them. But some of you will say, no, he's a neutral man. But he's the one who paid full. Not Abacha, not idiot Otababu, not late sadist Buhari. It was Babangida, but most of you do not know. You hear regularization. He has paid the bill for you to become an idiot like Asare. The Asare don't know that anytime he say his loyalty is to Allah, he's an idiot. We will run DNA on all of you. And there are so many idiots in Imo State. Chief Nwolo, what is his name? Chief something Nwolo, idiot, Alahaji Chief Yusuf Nwolo. Your house is in control. I know the upstairs that Roger Okorocha give to all of you. All of you Imo chief, that were converted to idiot terrorists. We know the house they give to all of you. Chief Alahaji Nwolo, Yusuf Nwolo. We know all of you. When you were coronated as idiot of Allah, we came to look at you. I saw the bus you were using to go to village to Islamize all our chiefs in Imo State for the jihadists. I hope it is well with you now. I hope you are safe now, because you can never turn away from Allah. Instead, somebody gonna get a bounty from your head and take 27 virgin in heaven on your behalf. Idiot. Alhaji Yusuf Nwolo, you know yourself, I'm talking to you. Idiot everywhere. Of course, the money they are giving to you was the money stolen from our land through the hand of Babangida. They give it to OIC. Most of you should go and look at the broadcast of Pastor Boston, even though Yoruba cannot be trusted. At least some of them see truth, like Fani Kayode. And so, considering his achievement of Babangida, he has done a lot for you, all you Nigeria, and I hope so. But the purpose behind his action, he was just there to help the British government to track the IMF regarding the valuation of the currency. He was the one who helped IMF so that IMF, as they are making sure that the value is devaluated, he introduced, what do they call it? Corruption. Corruption that led to inflation. Inflation that led to complete rubbish of the Naira is the most useless tissue paper called money in the whole world. In the whole world. Babangida was the person that made sure he helped IMF to destroy currency. I don't know those of you who think you are economists. How do you judge it? That your IMF is the one who is shouting, oh, devalue the Naira, devalue the Naira, the currency is too high, the currency is too high. So when you heard that Marudiko run to London, I was shouting, Nigeria have too much money, Nigeria have too much money. They are all thinking in the same line of thought. The currency was devaluated. Nigeria become an idiot nation and very hopeless country, and they shall remain that till the end of time. Babangida purpose of being there was to help IMF to destroy the currency today. It was an achievement on the part of the British government and for him. And some of the purpose, other purpose why he was there, is to create a soft landing to enable the ministry transcend from Boko Haram to Miati Allah. Boko Haram is the military leaders. Fulani herdsmen of Miati Allah is the Nigerian civilian leaders. When he finished setting his own pace, what he did was to hand over to Abacha with the intention that Abacha is a Mugu like him. But he never knew Abacha is a dogged idiot. And Abacha didn't listen to all of them. He didn't say, I'm handing over, let me step aside. He wanted to change Abada, but it was unfortunate. There was another idiot, Obasanjo. So he didn't have the privilege to come back. British government said, no, go to the prison. Bring out the other idiot. We need him now. Then the idiot Obasanjo came and took over power and helped them perfect it. But the consequence of the action of this idiot called Buhari is that Buhari will never be forgiven. Ahaba today is so weak because of what you and Obasanjo did. You will never be forgiven. For all the people, all the widows and orphans you have made in Nigeria, you will never be forgiven. The children that Miriam Babangida gave birth to you, if she ever had any, all of them will kill you. Of course, you are dead already, so who will stand killing idiots like you? But your sins will never be forgiven. This is what they achieve. One of the remains of them. But do not forget that each of them have oil well, so many oil well in Biafra land. And believe me, Babangida at the right time will die like dog. There is no two ways about it. Buhari died like dog, buried in Saudi Arabia. No honor, no burial. Those of you who are still talking about, oh, the man in Aso Rock is Buhari. Don't you see how he's looking younger? Is God not wonderful? Idiots. God is wonderful. Queen of England is glowing older and rickety every day. They can't use the same medical facility they used to treat Buhari to treat themselves. Idiot. But he are there happy. Hey, it's money. He's eating money. So the money he's eating, Queen of England, who have stored all the gold and more than half of the world for the gold resources of the world, she don't have access to that money. But of course, we are happy that Buhari died as an idiot. Maybe later they will look for her to bury him and exhume his body and bring it. They have modified him somewhere in Arabia. Idiot. But of course, our people will understand that Buhari's death is going to be like a dog. Don't make any mistake about that. These are the sacrifice. They want you to think that they are somebody that they are not. Only lunatic will look at this group of idiots and think they are human beings. They want you to think, oh, we mean well for one Nigeria. Oh, yes, we are doing one Nigeria. Oh, we are doing one Nigeria. In those days, Ikwere youth used to be very hopeless idiots because they don't know what is happening. Abacha opened their eye. The day he brought them to Abuja to declare 1 million man march, Ikwere youth saw and they conquered. That was the beginning of the waking up of Ikwere. Ikwere could not have been able to rule their land because they were contented with the crumbs falling from this idiot's table. When Abacha called them forward and said, come and see the light, they saw Abuja that was never there before. A city growing up in less than 1 week. And most of them still understand today that the nature or the condition of their state today is a sorrowful sight, considering what was stolen from Biafra land to build Abuja. But many of you, Biafrans are very comfortable somewhere there in Abuja, Usukuru, all those useless names that even cause you cancer. And you are very comfortable. The sun in Abuja will get so hot. It will scourge all of you till all of you have cancer. I'm talking to those of you who are Biafrans, helping to share the loot from our land, and you think you go away. But we give it to Babangida. He's the father of 419. When you hear 419, the other name that should come to your mind is Babangida. Don't forget, we are Biafran. Now we be the Biafrans. I'll be back in a minute.
Mommy, don't cry. Daddy, hello Biafra, hello Biafra. Now we be the Biafra, hello Biafra, hello Biafra. I want you Biafra, hello Biafra, hello Biafra. Now we be the Biafra, hello Biafra, hello Biafra. I want you Biafra, hello Biafra, hello Biafra. Freedom is here, hello Biafra, hello Biafra. I want you Biafra, yeah. Freedom, freedom is here, is here. Yeah, 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 yeah. La, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. You walk it out, hey, Papa God, I want to thank you for this beautiful thing what you did do for us. Finally, Biafra is here, so make you never give up. I know, yes, they killed us many years back. I know, yes, they try to pull us down, but this kind of walk this way. Thank you for all the good things. Now you don't make us better, eh? Now everything done better, eh? Now thank you for the good things. See everything done better, eh? We're living fine. It makes me cry when I see my brothers being killed. Nigerian soldiers keep on killing us because we said for freedom. Yeah, take my life, but you can never take away that joy. Freedom is ours. We got what it takes to live. Hello Biafra, hello Biafra. Now we be the Biafra, hello Biafra, hello Biafra. Hello Biafra, hello Biafra, hello Biafra. Freedom is here, hello Biafra.
Of course, there is nothing they can do about the situation they have found themselves. According to our leader, they will plead shame and disgrace, no matter what they do. But you should know, we thought you should know who Babangida is, because tomorrow he's going to condemn people. These are criminals. Of course, our lines are open. In fact, the morning Nigerian that was looted in Nigeria by Julius Berger during the time of Babangida is unbelievable. You are Biafran anywhere in the world, they will come for you. They will come for you. That is why we're asking you to look for IPOB and join. Don't yap. We are not begging you. You are not helping us. Otu bochi Biafra gabia oge monovum nanya ndi mehi onogeti ya kanobi. Otu bochi Biafra gabia oge monovum nanya ndi mehi onogeti ya kanobi neti lihi meronwei igeti ya kanobi. You will regret it, don't worry. But of course, we don't want evil to come upon any of you. We have suffered enough. That is why we take the pain. We understand what Noah went through. We understand what Lot went through. We understand what John the Baptist went through. We understand what the military of Jesus represents. We understand that in the beginning, God said, let there be light, and there was light. And we're doing the same thing. A WhatsApp line, send your data there, your name, your location, and your phone number. The nearest coordinator will contact you. And of course, the WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. 070-815-45642. Our direct line is 081-221-52971, 081-221-52971. And special number for the female is 081-288 58614, 081-288-58614 is the special number for the female. And please, when I pick your call, just go straight to the point, except otherwise. Of course, we must continue. Are you there, caller, on WhatsApp?
Yes, I'm here, Mazi. Good morning.
Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
Yes, my name is Obi Chibik. I'm calling from the state of Israel. I want to remind our people the atrocities of the Nigerian Boko Haram soldiers, especially as they have done it to our barrister, Mazi Jofo. It has not started today, it has been long. There was a man called Oronto Douglas. This man was a barrister to Ken Saro. We were one of his barristers. The Nigerian military government made sure that they dealt with this man to the extent that this man was sidelined. It was only during Goodluck Jonathan that this man was remembered, and Goodluck appointed him. At the end of the day, this man died. He died of cancer due to the environmental pollution he encountered during the struggle for Ogoni people. Then during the burial of this man, they targeted General Azazi from Bayelsa State, and they killed General Azazi. They blew up his plane after the burial of this Douglas when they were going back to Abuja. They have been killing us every day. To our brother Mazi Ejiofor, whatever that happens to him, let him bear it. It has been long this thing has been happening. They have not come to attack the barrister of Kabiru Sokoto, the man that bombed the Madala church on Christmas Eve. They have not come after their barrister. They have not come after the barrister of Zazaki. The barrister of Sambo Dazuki, they have not come after them. But they are coming after this gentleman who is defending his fatherland. Now I ask, where is the Nigerian Bar Association? They have kept quiet now. After 48 hours, they have not said anything concerning their own colleague who is being attacked, who is still missing at this time. But I can assure them that one day, as they keep quiet during the time of this other man, it will surely come after them, one after the other. But to our brothers who lost their life and those that got injured, I want to let them know that they are not alone. They have paid their own price. It can be me, it can be you, it can be anybody at any time. We are not better than them. We are not better than the dead. We shall pay the price one day. So let them bear the brunt and let the families take heart. Let them not go back. Let them not turn back. For at the end, victory shall be ours. Thank you very much, Mazi.
Thank you, my brother. We must continue. But this evil we are talking about is by the same person, the same group of idiots. There is no better way to address them. We're still looking for a good way to address them. These are the truth they don't want you to say. And when you say, they say, no, it's hate speech, it's hate speech. Are you there, caller on the line? Go ahead, please. It's a one. Go ahead.
One of the struggle. I don't know, I said that now when you have like a my own name you have had a distance and help me. Like Chimete, the land of Biafra must avenge the blood of all these innocent people that is killing. One of them will go scot-free. I didn't have like having to go down how to catch a record to Adaka. My Indian Monday, my Lumala. On Sunday evening, I do cut Sarasa weekend. All those things, the police repeat the cut, every very good person. I will know what I need to know, so that from time to time you play it on the ears of those stupid idiots that never care to listen. Because those things, do not with you, and when you have like the I will never because it's from their father any chance that now. Nobody read that now only every state in Nigeria. They cannot give it to evil man, so the wicked up a bit great evidence. So I wonder how our people sometimes are a bit stupid. They don't listen, they don't even care. They don't care. I heard that 100 on the world. How can you take your enemy and the enemy that has vowed that way you can never, because you know forgiveness in their heart? Why are you communicating? Why are you pushing yourself to them? So no matter how a problem has each other, the go around from Ashala to we can never retreat, we can never surrender. We must to forward our the struggle must continue. I want them to we still believe and promise them that the land that Biafra must restored. I'm at the school, and we will give us the heart to get the everything in the money. But although we are sticking us every day, the Tirada said as them. The Bangida actually said, most of them they will die like a rat, even though Karahama said. Already nothing will stop them. And like all of them that you cannot do that. No. I have to get around like I very, very hot. But I'm promising them that money, the land must arrange, the land that never Parangalo to look. I'm at school, will help you, give you the energy to continue the struggle, and we must, at the end of the day, victory must be ours.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Call on WhatsApp.
Hello, my Africa.
Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
I'm Mazi. Good morning, my Africa. Good morning, all Biafrans all over the world. I'm Mazi. Calling from Oka. My African, please, I want to join IPOP, me and my guys, but we don't know here where we can find African IPOP to join. So that's what I'm calling.
Send me your name and your location on this WhatsApp line. Your name, your location, and your phone number. Send it on this line. I'll pick it up from there.
Yeah.
Have you done that before?
Yeah, I have done that. Okay. But you send me a link.
Okay, don't worry. That link is just a reminder that I've attended to you.
Yeah, and you send me a link.
Okay, still resend it if they have not responded to you after 1 week. Still resend it.
Hello.
Thank you very much. We must continue from there.
Hello.
I can hear you. Go ahead, please. Did you hear what I said? If you have not been attended to, please do resend it after 1 week. Call on the line. Are you there? Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
I'm Chima. I'm calling from Abba. Since last night, I've been trying this number. Based on what happened yesterday, I hope all those useless countries that are helping Nigeria with weapons to fight Boko Haram, I hope they are seeing the type of Boko Haram they are fighting. The whole world now are seeing the kind of Boko Haram Nigerian government and British are fighting, burning innocent people's house, killing innocent Biafrans without any provocation. Now they are seeing it, and they cannot even say anything. Even our people here, our governors, useless governors here and senators, they are seeing what is happening in their own land, and none of them can say anything. None of them can talk. But no problem, it's only God who will judge them. And any country again that will say they are helping Nigeria to fight Boko Haram with any ammunition, God will punish all of them one by one. God will punish them. My leader said it, that they will kill us. We will cry, we will shout, but nobody will talk. Nobody will speak for us. The worst is that our people, I don't even know what they are doing. I don't know how they are behaving, as if nothing is happening. But really inside them, they know that something bad is coming, but they cannot open their mouth and talk because they have filled their conscience with money. Hausa Yoruba people have used money to buy their conscience. They cannot talk. But what I'm promising them this morning is, you see this killing, you see this reign of killing, this reign of terror that is coming. It will reach all of them one by one. They will not go scot-free. If it's not their turn today, definitely tomorrow it will be their turn. It must surely reach them. If they like, let them stand up and defend their people. If they like, let them go to Abuja, buy a house, live there, But one day, it must surely come to their doorstep. As they are killing us here and they are not talking, they are not saying anything. The only thing they will do, they will take their children outside country, where another people have built, have suffered. They will take their children there to go and enjoy with our blood, with our own money, our own resources. They will kill us and take the money. No problem. Anywhere they lie, let them go and hide their children. Death must surely come there and visit them. As they are killing us here one by one, nobody is saying anything. It will surely reach them no matter where they are. Let them continue keeping quiet too. Even when it will reach them, let them not talk. They should continue keeping quiet, even though Biano. He thinks he's a governor now and he cannot come down again. Let them continue. I want to tell our barrister, let him just take heart. Very soon everything will be fine. As far as my leader said that no matter what happens, Biafra must come. They will kill us and we will kill them. After everything, Biafra will come. All the prophets or all the things my leader said have come to pass. It remains only Biafra to come, which I know it will come. No matter which ox is gone, Biafra must come. May God continue to bless you and strengthen you because this work is not easy. I know one day we will rejoice. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Caller, what's up? Are you there?
Yes, George Onyibe. Good morning, sir. I am there.
From here. Go ahead, please.
My name is Mazi Okudere Ebesiro. I'm calling from Maputo, Mozambique. Before I said anything, I will say, Mechuko Kabiama, the Lord will worship, bless our beloved leader, Mazi Nandekang, and the deputy Mazu Chemoko, and bless all IPOB family members worldwide in the mighty name of Chuko Kabiama. He say, George Onyibe, I just want to thank you for your love upon your country. I say Chuko Kabiama will reward you and protect you. No evil plan that will function against you shall prosper in the mighty name of Chuko Kabiama. He said, but George Onyibe, please, I need a small favor from you. That is one of my friends who live in Israel. So he wants to join IPOB, and I promised him that I will bring a number that he will call, and that's they are in Israel. So I don't know if you can help me and give me any number that I will send to him.
Send his number, his name, and location to this WhatsApp line. We pick it up from there. We don't send anybody to anybody. Send their name,
sir, no problem.
Their phone number, and their location to this line. I'll pick it up from there. Go ahead, please.
There is another thing. There is one thing that happened here in Mozambique. Either 2 weeks ago, there is one people that sees IPO. Hello.
Go ahead.
Hello.
Go ahead.
So there's one thing that happened here in Nampula in Mozambique 2 weeks ago. Some of our people, some of our Biafrans, they are doing something in the church, and they went there with our flag. So some people hijack our flag. Then they send the number of the 3 guys that hijack our flags to here in Maputo, Mozambique. So when we call those people, 2 of them is begging that they are sorry. Call the person to say, why did you see this IPOB flag? Why did you see this Biafra flag? That person, the guy will be insulting you. So I don't know if I can send that number, give you that number. So Biafrans will call the person all over the world. One of them is insulting us. Whenever we call the person, why did you see this IPOB flag in Nampula? Because we are here in Maputo. That guy is insulting everybody. So I don't know if I can send the number to you. So you put the number in the air.
Leave him. Let him do his own role. Leave him.
Okay, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. Let me sign off here from Maputo, Mozambique.
Let him hijack the flag that will kill his family later on. First of all, kill him before his family. Does he know how many people that have died because of that flag? So this is sometimes some of these idiots where you see them, you don't even respond to them. We must remain focused where we are going. It's not as if we can't talk to them, but sometimes you look at the idiot, you ignore them. I'm happy for the maturity that have been still into IPOB member recently. Our leader said, don't give them attention. Actually, when I see them before, I just talk. But now, if I see them, I just pass. I see most of their posts. Almost 3 hours later, no single comment. I say, man, these Biafran people, you people are really dogged. You just leave the
We
idiots.
formidable. We are formidable. We are not going back. We must continue. Thank you, sir, for the opportunity.
Thank you, my brother. Yeah. We must continue.
I sign off from Maputo, Mozambique.
Thank you very much. Are you there, caller, on the line?
My name is Onyibe. I'm calling from Enugu Province, Biafra land.
Go ahead, please.
Morning, Biafra. All over the world. I want to thank you for the good job you are doing for us. I want to also thank our director, Mazin Namdekano, and our deputy, Mazi Chemoko. I said, more grace to their elbow. And we are expecting Biafra very soon, sooner than later. And I say thank you. So, carry on.
Thank you. We must continue. Call on WhatsApp. Call on WhatsApp.
Yeah, Maz.
Good morning.
Maz, good evening. This is Mazam. This is Mazam Okamara from Oregon. I'm from our mama in Oru East local government in Olo province. Yeah, I just called you to tell you the guy that's talking about Mozambique. I think the guy, one of those guys, came one day online and clear himself, and the other person is not picking his phone when he see people calling him from outside Mozambique. But anyways, my dear brother, we thank you, and whatever you're doing for us, you're teaching us a lot of things, like what you say, go back to your roots. You know, I learn a lot. Thank you so much. God will keep blessing you people. You guys over there that is taking all these bullets, may God guide you people, protect you people. Only prayers we have here, and we keep doing what we are doing. But I want everybody in Biafra land to be, please, be conscious, brothers keeper. To notice all this saboteurs that is pointing our people. Please, that's what we need from you guys, to make sure they know these people that is pointing on our people, and giving these people every information, how they walk, and go and arrest our brothers and sisters. Please, my dear brother, I have nothing to say again, and only to please, security conscious, our brothers in the Biafra land, please. I will pray that God will guide all of you over there, and nothing will happen to you guys in Jesus' name. Thank you so much, and God bless.
Thank you, my brother. We must continue. Yes, caller on the line. Are you there? Caller on the line.
Good morning.
Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
Onyibe, thank you so much for picking my call this morning. So, it has been a long time I've been trying to call. Sometimes my line would be ringing to the office. But thank God. This Onyibe, we hear that I'm so much bothered by what happened to our barrister. See, these people are still coming again. The next target now is IBRAHIM, and all these people that are backing our director, they are still going to come to burn their houses. If they did not know, let them know it now. After all these men, after all these our legislators, our people that are backing IPOBs, they will still come for those
They are not backing IPOB. They are not backing. Are you listening to me?
What is going on?
Nobody is backing IPOB. They are only saying the truth. Nobody is backing IPOB. They are only saying the truth. Yes, they are only saying the truth. They come for people who say the truth. We understand they will come for them, but of course we are here. Go ahead, please. Go ahead, please.
Okay, the thing is, they are going to come for them, but we are standing resolute. Here in Aba, I'm calling you from Aba, from Umode zone. I am unstoppable. Calling you from Aba, from Umode zone. I'm among Shabbat Biafra. I'm one of the Shabbat worshiping of the Shabbat Biafra. All of them, they will receive it. The one we have already done has never started them. We are standing resolute. We are standing resolute to our leader. They will hear from us this time, whether good or bad. Anything they like, let them do. We are coming for them. Time will tell. They will hear it. Our leader said it. They will kill us. Then at last, what we are going to achieve is Biafra, and that is our goal. That is our target. Now nothing will stop it. Until Biafra comes, we will stay quiet. I thank you. Keep on keeping on. Keep on. I ask God to keep on to keep on protecting you. All these people that are standing in the front of the bullets, I ask God to protect them. Nothing will happen to us. We will see Biafra. May God bless you.
Thank you very much.
God bless you.
You must see. Yes, sir. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Good morning from here. Go ahead and thank you for holding on.
Yeah, Onyibe, good morning. May God bless you and protect you. And our leader, Mazin Nandekano, and our deputy, Ushemofo, may God bless them and protect them. All Biafrans, home and in diaspora, may God bless all of us and protect us and give us wisdom, knowledge, and strength to continue in this struggle until we restore Biafra in our time. In Jesus' mighty name I pray, amen. And my name is Mr. Chipode. I'm calling all the way from Switzerland. I'm from Moka province, Biafran land. I condole our brother, Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, for what happened to him and for those criminals element that he invented in his house yesterday and burned so many things. May God also, we never hear from him, but wherever he is, may God be with him and guide him so that nothing will harm him. But my brother Onyibe, I just called you this morning because since yesterday I did not sleep because of what is happening in our Biafran land. But what made me to call you, I want to ask you one question so that I can be able to conduct, because I'm the type of human being that when something that touches me happen, I will be, my tension will go high, never come down until it takes some time before I come down again. My question is, why is it that all these things that is happening in Biafran land, all these so-called politicians, so-called elect, so-called the intellectuals, so-called elders, from example, Oji Uzokalo, Nneamodo, Ike Kwere Rochas Yokorosha, and this so-called these social-cultural people in Biafran land. So all these things that is happening, P2B, who encourage Biafran people to go and vote during the presidential election, nearly more than 600 Biafrans was killed. After that, he did not ask for them, he did not do anything, he did not take the case to anywhere. He's just going around shaking people, laughing. All of them, all these people are mentioned now. Just watch them anywhere you see them in newspaper or in television or outside. They will be laughing, shaking people, smiling, hugging people, like we are like in at home. We are okay. Does it mean that all this that is happening to us, they don't see it, or does it mean that it gives them joy? Because sometimes I begin to wonder, why are they laughing? This laughing, it doesn't mean they are laughing at us or they are laughing at the people who kill us. Because I have children, I have brothers, I have father, and the enemy just enter my family and begin to kill, rape my wife, kill my children, destroy, burning everywhere. And I will be laughing, shaking people, hugging people, smiling, waving, going around, not showing any concern that my house the problem is in my house. So all these people in our land, Biafran land, what is their problem? Some traders will not even mind going to market, writing invoice, carrying cartons, not showing any concern that something is happening. So please, can you come me there and tell me why these people are laughing? What gives them any concern? This is my question this morning. Thank you and God bless you.
Yes, that is two questions in one. Number one, why are they laughing? Why are they smiling? You see them, they open their teeth. And this is just a way of laundering the image of Nigeria. I want you to go and look at Nigerian television. Yoruba have monopoly over it. You see, all of them are well dressed. They try to comport themselves as if they are human beings, but look behind the drama they are putting up. You see they are suffering and they are smiling. Watch even the presenters in the radio station or in the TV station, most especially for you to see their face. There are certain things the commentators who were invited to analyze certain issue we want to say. The journalists will cut them off immediately. Yes, let's not go there. Let's not go there. Like I was saying, they will cut you off. Did you not listen to Abaribe interview? It has to be a man of strong character. It has to be a man that is focused for him to continue hitting the point where he's hitting the point to. They change narratives. And so they tell them, we know we are suffering. Just smile. Let them think all is well. After all, it shall be well. So it is another way of laundering the image of Nigeria. So when you see them, you think, oh, Nigerians are okay. But at least with the radio Biafra us lamenting every day, and the world is taking record, and they are seeing that Nigeria is indeed British shithole, British evil, British terrorist breeding ground. That is what Nigeria is, nothing more, nothing less. So when you see them smiling, they are actually smiling over their stupidity. That is demonstration of madness in a low scale. That is what it is. Because I don't know what will make a drunk like Obiano to be smiling. What is he smiling for? What exactly are they proud of? Willie Obiano told us that when Fulani herdsmen kill anybody, he pay 500,000. They have burned Ojofo, has burned some people to death. I hope he will pay them. And not forgetting that we have not seen our barrister team now. Having said that they are smiling on pages of newspaper, on the television, is just simple to launder the image of Nigeria, trying to create impression that all is well. Let them bring their children down to Nigeria. Let's see how much they will smile. Let them bring them in. Let's see how much they will smile. They don't know what is coming for them. That is by the way. The reason why these same politicians cannot talk is that British government have a way of, putting our people under clause, curtailing them in every way imaginable. And so they have a law. Any politician that may pay the virtuous say anything, victimize them. For instance, Aleme said develop Bayasa. Today is a criminal. Ibe Kachuku went to meet Buhari, not knowing Buhari is dead, in order to find out why he could be in charge of petroleum. And yet another idiot is the one controlling his office. When he was going there, he vomited fire. He went to Abuja. While he was with Jubri, they burnt his house down in Abuja. And when he came back, we don't hear his voice again. The next time we heard of him, he was in Saudi Arabia, behaving like idiot, like one of the idiots in Saudi Arabia. And so you just talk, they victimize you. The same way you say anything, they burn your house down. All these are actually terror act that is meant to instill fear in us. They harass us, they intimidate us in order to install fear in us. The fear has gotten hold of many people. I can assure you that our people have been living in the prison of fear. As far as I can remember, IPOB came and they broke the prison gate. I think IPOB are the only people who will look at Nigeria in the face and tell them they are idiots and they are hopeless and corrupt British government idiots, and nothing will happen. Not because we want to insult them. We want to make them understand that that intimidation, that harassment, killing of the people cannot stop us. Believe me, Wazirike was in this position we find ourselves today. What did he do? He betrayed everybody. Today he's marching and parading Biafran army. Inside Nigeria, nothing is happening. And so people think it's normal. He has built a Biafran White House. He has made Biafran passport. He has made Biafran plate number. Inside this one, Nigeria, Kwano, just ordinary lawyer defending us, making sure that as we engage the zoo in the court jurisdiction, that we get justice. They're after him. No matter how poor Barrister Jofo may be, he can't beg money. He has passed that stage. But they are not telling you that he's speaking pocket and the people in the area reported him that on a mark up, but they are idiots. It is written by somebody supposedly Biafra, because as I can assure you, know how someone can write statements. But we must continue. Call on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there, Onyibe.
Go ahead, good morning.
Good morning, my honorable African rep. Mechiko Kebe will continue to protect and guide you in the work you are doing for your country, Biafra. You see, I want to thank our leader, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, and I want to thank all the principal officers of IPOB. I want to thank Mazi Ifeanyi Ejiofor for what happened in his compound yesterday. My name is Ozem and I'm calling from Dakar, Senegal. I'm from Umobum in Idato, in Olo, in Imo province, Biafran land. As you see, that the prophecy of our leader is coming to pass. He said that these people, this House of Fulani, Alamajiri, terrorist, Boko Haram, that they are not going to rest, that they will keep on killing us and keep on tormenting us every day and night. And that is exactly what these people are doing. You know, they want to frustrate us and they want us to go to war unprepared. But our leader have said it that we must not go to any war unprepared. Rather, he is going to destroy the zoo, and the zoo is going to bleed disgrace and shame. And that is exactly what the zoo is going to bleed, because since that yesterday, we have been tweeting to White House, we have been tweeting to all the prominent men all over the world, and they are seeing what is happening to our land, because we are posting both the videos and everything to them to show them the type of humiliation and the marginalization we are going through through the hands of this House of Fulani Alamajiris, so that when we will strike them, we know the world will bear us witness that we have exercised patience so much. How can they go to our lawyer and they kill people and burn his house down? This is unimaginable. But let me assure the zoo, their time of reckoning is coming. Time shall come when they will beg for when they will beg for help. They will never see any help. They thought that this is 1967 when the whole world joined them and killed the Biafrans. But I pray that Chukwuka may help them the day we were trying to strike them. Time is coming. I want to assure all the IPOB principal officers all over the world, especially those in Biafran land, because I know that you people are the one taking the bullet. You people need to be security conscious, and you people need to know the type of course and the type of where you people are going. Although I know that Chukwuka is protecting his people, may he continue to protect us day and night. To our able barrister, may he take heart. May he accept my condolence. He have to know that this is what the zoo, they are trying to make sure that he ran too. They are trying to make sure that he is nowhere, that he did not come to court again, so that he will say that they will say that Nnamdi Kanu has jumped bail, as they used to say, and his lawyer too has run away.
His lawyer has jumped bail too. Idiots.
Yes, yes, you know that is what they are looking for. That is exactly what they want, because you know that these people, they have been trying this thing for long. This is what they do when Ifeanyi Ejiofor went to Nnewi with Fani Kayode. They stopped him from entering to Anedo something. This is what they have been looking for this thing for a while. But may Chukwuka help them. The time shall come when they will knock at the door, and the door will be closed for them. I want to thank you, Mazi, for the good work you are doing for us. Please, Mazi,
we have not started anyway. We are just warming up.
Your name must be written in the golden pen. You are one of those people, one of the 100 people. You are one of them. Your name. You are one of them.
Thank you very much. We must continue.
God bless you.
Yes. Oh, hey, Biafra. This is where we'll be signing off from this very segment. Biafrans must understand everything they are doing to us is to make us back down. It is to make us begin to live in fear. But living in fear will not change anything. And so they've done this before. They will continue to do it. We have to take our stand, fight once and for all time. And we may call on you very soon. I hope you are ready. I hope you have made your stand. I hope you are ready. Goodbye from now. Do have a wonderful day. And law-abiding citizen, anywhere you find yourself in the world today. For those of you in Biafra land, you must be more resolute, for it is not over until it's all over. Ndewonu.
Hakwara anyị kwatu anyị n'ala dịka ozughị ha kwada anyị n'ime onunu ebe ha hapụrụ anyị ka anyị nwụọ, mana ọnwụ egbucheghị anyị n'agbanyeghị na ọtụtụ nwụrụ. Dịka esi kwuo, ọnwụ egbughị iji eji chụọ aja, emecha ọ ga-ekwu ome. Dịka ide si awa ala ibe, na ahụ aja ka anyị si wee kwaa ụzọ anyị pụtara n'ike site n'ọwụwa anyanwụ ma bilie dịka nnụnụ dị omimi ọnyịrị ọnwụ. Tupu anyị apụta, anyị gwupụtara ọlaọcha na ọlaedo. Kịta ha abịala ọzọ ịzọsi ya anyị mana ha amaghị ka anyị si wee kwado. Ha amaghị ka anyị si wee kwado.
Yeah. Biafra in London, Biafra in Germany, Biafra everywhere. Biafra in Russia, Biafra in Malaysia, everybody likes it. They tried to kill us many years ago, killing the people of Biafra, destroying the people of Biafra. But somebody said to all the IBRAHIM, respect the leader of indigenous people. Nobody can stop Biafra, I say. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra because Biafra is strong. You can judge the leader of Biafra. You can kill the people of Biafra, but never, never change their decision. Every time I play this about Babylon, I wish me every day. Every time I sing this about Babylon, I wish me every day. They tried to kill us many years ago, killing the people of Biafra, destroying the people of Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra because Biafra is strong. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra because Biafra is strong. Biafra in bedroom, Biafra in bathroom, Biafra everywhere. Biafra in